Hello everybody and welcome back to more political chatter. And we have breaking news with a new Fox poll, a Fox News poll that was released just minutes ago that show Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Marianne Williamson with a combined 28% of the Democratic primary voters. And this is an absolutely amazing showing. They were at a combined about 19% in the last poll, if I do remember correctly. And this new Fox News poll shows Robert F. Kennedy Jr. at 19%, Marianne Williamson at 9%, and President Joe Biden at 62%. Now, so many people, before this, and probably still will, let me get out of there, have been saying, Marianne Williamson is an unserious candidate, RFK Jr. is an unserious candidate. Well, I will tell you right now, and I've been saying this will be a competitive primary. When Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Marianne Williamson are getting almost 30%. They're getting 28% of the Democratic primary right now. Think of that as a bit less than a third. 1 in 3 Democratic primary voters are supporting not the incumbent president. And I will ask you this right now. When an incumbent president is running for their party's renomination in recent history, when have challengers, their totals added up to 28%? I'll tell you right now, no polling showed that for Trump in 2020. I'll tell you that none of the polling showed Obama challengers in 2012 at 28%, the few that there were. I'll tell you now that George W. Bush did not have this kind of opposition. I will tell you that Bill Clinton did not have this type of opposition when he ran for the Democratic nomination in 1996. I'll tell you George H.W. Bush in 1992 when he was running for his party's renomination. I'll tell you Ronald Reagan in 1984 when he was running for his party's renomination. So you get the point. And I could keep going. That's the amazing thing. Richard Nixon, there were challengers, but not 28%. The last time that there was serious opposition in the president's party for their renomination was 1968. How many years ago is that? That's what, 50? No. Sorry, I'm horrible at math. 30, 50. That's 55 years ago. And what do we know? The last time that there was an opposition to the president in their party in 1968, that was the last time. And you know what happened in 1968? LBJ was the president, and he did not win the nomination. After there was serious opposition to him among the left progressive wing of the party in 1968, it was Eugene McCarthy and Robert F. Kennedy. Yeah, Robert F. Kennedy. And in 2024, it's, who do you know? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and Marianne Williamson. And that time in 1968 was successful. The last time that there was opposition, that there was major opposition to a president in their party, was 1968, and it happened to be successful. And what do you know? Maybe it's just a coincidence, but it was Robert Kennedy Jr.'s father who was a leading force in that opposition. So this is an absolutely stunning poll in my belief. I mean, the fact that Joe Biden the incumbent president is only winning 62% of his party's vote, that means something. That really means something. He is not even getting 2/3 of his party right now. Not even 2/3. So, additionally, we have to take into account the gains of Marianne Williamson in this poll, but especially RFK. Well, I shouldn't say that because Marianne Williamson actually took a dip and she is really back on track now. But if we are looking at our polling here, yes, and here's the Fox News poll. And I remind you, this poll is after Biden has declared his candidacy. But anyway, looking at the polling between Biden, Kennedy, and Williamson, we will disclude these two because Kennedy isn't in the race, and he definitely, him getting in the race definitely plays a part. But anyway, a morning consult, April 7th through 9th, Joe Biden was at 70%, more than 2/3. Kennedy was at just 10%, almost half of what he has now. He has almost doubled his support in the party. And Marianne Williamson was at less than half of what she is now. Suffolk University, about 10 days later. Joe Biden, small decrease, but a 4-point increase for RFK Jr., he's now at 14, and an only 1-point increase for Marianne Williamson, she's at 5. And then we have this major Fox News poll that shows Joe Biden at just 62%, a 5-point hit. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. at 19%, a 5-point increase. A 5-point increase is a lot, guys, okay? And Marianne Williamson, almost at a 5-point increase herself. She has a 4-point increase. This is her second best performance, just right behind her 10-point performance from Echelon Insights, which I expect to be resurrected in probably the next poll. I see her as someone who will keep increasing and increasing and increasing. But would you look at this poll? 62 for Joe Biden, 19 for RFK Jr., and Marianne Williamson at 9. And now, if at least just one more poll kind of certifies that this is really how the Democratic Party is feeling right now, then I think that people will start treating this race differently. I think that people will start looking at Robert Kennedy Jr., who has a third of Biden's vote right now, saying, he is a serious contender. They're going to look at Marianne Williamson, who is at a 10th of all Democratic primary voters, 1 in 10. Then she is definitely a major candidate in this race, or people will start treating her as such. So this poll is very, very important. This really shakes things up. Major, stunning performances by Joe Biden and RFK Jr. and Marianne Williamson. Sorry, not Biden, RFK Jr. and Marianne Williamson, and they're doing. Sorry, why am I not figuring out this word? There has to be more polling in this race because this is competitive. I'm telling you. So, another issue that I will make a video about because of my own personal beliefs about it and how passionate I am about it is that the DNC apparently said that they will not hold debates. Now that is that's just a horrible and disgusting act by the DNC. They clearly are just want Joe Biden to ride to victory. They want absolutely no opposition to him. But a lot of people on social media now are calling on the DNC to hold debates for this primary because, when 28% of a party is supporting other candidates than the incumbent president, that tells you something. that there should be a real primary, and that it should not all be rigged for Joe Biden, and that a normal primary should be held. So thank you all for watching this video. Definitely something to look at. More videos coming up in the future, I swear. But again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all next time. Make sure to subscribe.